Oh yeah, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're back with your boy Muzzy McGee. We're back for another live stream session. What is this? It's coffee. Yes, love it. Sorry it took me a few minutes longer today to get on the live stream than it has beforehand. I was actually opening up a tuner, and I had a scheduling conflict with something else I have to do later on this week. So I had to get that figured out. It's done. We're good to go. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, everyone, for joining me all the time. For those of you who've already donated to the channel, I'm so thankful that you've done that. Groovy Chew, he's already donated to the channel. Like I said before, it is a milestone for me. This is a monumental situation for me. I was so excited about it because it's like, it's the first time that it's ever happened, and it's the first time I actually received some kind of compensation for doing something that I really love doing, which is not just, I mean, the practice sessions are a little, I mean, they're a part of that process, and this is very, very helpful to me. I'm very thankful for those of you who are able to join the channel. But for those of you who've never joined the channel before or are confused what this is about, I'm gonna go over my spiel real quick. So the channel is about 4 things, and the first 2 things involve the live stream, and the live stream is broken up into 2 individual parts, okay? The first part of the live stream is about the practice session. Is about me practicing, you practicing, and us practicing together so that we can get from the intermediate to the advanced, from the advanced to the expert, and then on to the virtuoso levels of guitar playing. And we do that by doing warm-ups, scales, chords, chord studies, chord progressions, different picking patterns, different strumming patterns, different licks of the week, as well as different cover songs. All those things are in an effort to do the second thing, which is about me, which is about improvisational music, which is about us getting better at improvisational music. I have a playlist section where you can do those on your own, but during the live stream, I will be doing the improvisational stuff. You will judge me on that. It is my hope at a certain point that you will be able to, or you will feel confident or comfortable enough to where you can create your own YouTube videos using the backing tracks I have in my playlist, which I did not create, by the way. I should point that out, but you should use those to create your own, to make your own backing track or your own solos to these backing tracks so that you can get better as an improvisational player. You can send those links to me once you upload those videos to YouTube. So that way we can talk about how you attack the fretboard, how I attack the fretboard, and what we can do as a collective to get better as improvisational music, which is all a part of this. Obviously to get from the intermediate all the way to the virtuoso levels of guitar playing, because that is part of the objective. The third thing is basically what the whole channel is about. The whole channel is about me creating music in Logic Pro X, which I have not uploaded to the site at this point, but it will be done over the next couple of weeks. Like I said, I'm putting things together. And I will be putting up instrumentals on a regular basis, my own music a lot less frequently than that. But again, the whole channel is about me creating music in Logic Pro X, which is my digital audio workstation of choice. For those of you who would like to listen to that stuff, 100% of the stuff I'll be putting up will be stuff that I will be creating that will help me get better individually. 90% of the stuff I'll be creating will be stuff I'll be creating for myself in my own personal projects. But the other 5 to 10%, depending on the given month, will be divided into 2 parts. Music that I'm creating for other artists on the internet, as well as other music that I'm creating for people who work in the short film industry. And I work with a bunch of people who work in short films, so that's pretty cool. And it also gives me an idea, a different part of my brain I have to use, because when you're creating music for movies, it's a different mixing process. It's a different process, in my opinion, just as a general rule of thumb. So the fourth thing is basically when people don't watch the channel sort of serves for me as a video log or a live stream video log as to where I am, where I've been, and where I'm trying to go sort of situation. So if any of that sounds good to you, please go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you get a chance to do that. And comment if you'd like to sit by and watch what we're doing here, what I'm trying to do here. And yeah, we'll get ready for this practice session. So I got to go over these next 2 things. The second thing is the thing I hate the most doing. I don't get advertiser-driven revenue from YouTube at this moment. And I am not with the Amazon affiliate program at the moment because I do not have enough subscribers, although I'd like to do that. I'm not with those programs though at the moment. So what I ask people to do is to donate to my coffee account if you'd like to. You can donate as little as €1, but again, that account is ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee in the event that you want to contribute from a financial perspective to the account. You don't have to do that, but if you decide that you want to do that, it's very helpful. I received my first donation this week, which was pretty cool, so that's cool. The second thing is, again, if you want to get involved in the cryptocurrency space, that helps out with the channel. It's a referral friend program, so if you use the links I have available in the description of every video, you can purchase cryptocurrency that will also help out the channel. And how does it work? Like the refer a friend program. When you sign up using the referral links, they will offer you perks and benefits, and that company, whatever benefits they offer you, they will in turn offer me. So whether it's $100 off trading fees or $20 cash back, whatever they offer you, they will in turn offer me because I'm the referring client. And because I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains to reinvest back into the platform, that is how it helps out. And I'll make that announcement on January 1st, 2026 as to how much I've made, how much I'm reinvesting back in the platform is what I should say specifically. And then we'll talk about what would be cool is I'll make a list of things that I really want, like a wish list, but the things that are we'll prioritize with respect to what is more important for the channel, which will be a fun conversation to have. Also, real quick, I'm not a financial expert. This isn't a financial channel. I'm not giving financial advice, and I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't do with your money. So if you get involved in the cryptocurrency space, understand that it's a volatile market. You should do your own research. But I enjoy trading cryptocurrency very much. I don't purchase that much every month. I spend anywhere between 25 and 50 bucks a month. If you want to get involved, I would recommend that starting at that low amount too. And you should never obviously spend any more money than what you have if you're purchasing crypto. Whether you're investing or you're doing cryptocurrency, whatever it is, you should never spend more money than you can afford to spend. Like you can afford to spend. For me, it's like one dinner a month. So with that being said, the third thing I ask people to do is subscribe to me across all platforms. Helping me grow my other platforms, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, or TikTok, helping me grow those other platforms will inevitably help me grow my YouTube platform, and help me grow my YouTube platform will inevitably help me grow this other platform because one hand washes the others. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started here today. I've decided that we're going to not replace. I've come up with a different exercise. It's really, I want to say it's an economy picking exercise. It's where you pick once and you hammer on twice, and you continue to do that up and down the strings. And I'm going to do that to replace the Brandon Dion exercise today. As well as the other sweep picking exercise today. And I want to do it, not replace, but alternate so that we're getting a fill of these things as well. So that's also really important to me too. So today we're going to do, instead of doing the sweep picking exercises, we're going to do the economy picking exercises, or what I believe to be an economy picking exercise that I didn't come up with, but it's something I kind of, the thing that I developed is kind of something I developed personally. Again, you could look it up on the internet and maybe somebody else has done it, but this is something that I believe that I created. But at the end of the day, it's not really, it's just an exercise that I thought was fun when I was noodling around on my guitar. And it's also a really helpful exercise when you're working on trying to figure out economy picking. And economy picking is it's my understanding that economy picking is basically the alternating between hammer-ons and pull-offs and actually picking. So it's like a sort of a switch between those two. So we're going to work on that instead of the sweep picking exercise today. The next three things I got to say real quick. Number one, I don't do requests on this. Oh, first of all, this channel is not about, I do curse on this channel. So I'll say things like shit. And I hope that's not offensive to you. Some of the people that I will recommend, I know for a fact curse on their channels. And I want people to know up front, I curse in my daily life. It's just, I'm not going to not do it. Not because I'm not being mean. It's just how I talk. And if that's, unfortunately, if that's an offensive thing to you, or if that's something that you feel is an actual obstacle, if you watch a channel, this may not be the channel for you. I just want to go ahead and use that as a sort of preliminary, like, be careful. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to upset anybody. Like, I'm just trying to build a channel off of YouTube. Like, I'm not really trying to create anything that's supposed to be anywhere remotely close to being offensive. But I guess people get offended by anything. So, but I just want to be clear about that so people know that I do recommend people who curse. That I know curse on the channels that make videos that have curse words in it. That's offensive to you. You should know in advance. The second thing is that if you have any questions, I ask people to refrain from asking those questions until the very end, because it's very hard for me to toggle back between two different screens and also look at the stream when I'm in the middle of working on exercises. And there's another thing. I can't remember what it is. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'll remember it in a little while. Yeah, let's get right to it, guys. We're going to start right here with I got the metronome going. I've kept my live tuner open today because I had an individual make a comment that my guitar continues to get wildly out of tune. And the biggest problem with that is that I just need to get my guitar tuned up. But also the other problem is that I need to purchase new strings. But your man poor, okay? Your boy's poor. So we're going to have to hold off on the strings. I got one pack left, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be a rough month. So I should probably buy some new strings. But again, like I said before, like the reason why it's hard is because the idea of building a business is that, like, I'm trying to make sure that whatever I purchase for the channel is money that's made from the channel, or made from the advertiser-driven revenue that comes from the channel. That's just how it has to be done. So yeah, we're at 70 beats per minute today, guys. I hope you're ready to work. I'm ready to work. Okay. Let's go at 70 beats per minute. We're going to do this exercise, and we're going to get it. We're not going to get got. We're going to get. Okay? We don't get got. We go get. 70 beats per minute. This exercise is still really tough for me. We're going to continue to work on it until we get good. You know what I mean? We ain't going to get got. We going to get. You get it. All right, let's go to the next exercise. That one just sounded, consistent, which is good. Is it great? No, but the consistency's there. I'm consistently doing good. Not if I'm consistently screwing it up, then obviously that's not great. But consistency. When I mean consistency, I mean it sounds good consistently. So, shit, I really wanted to remember the third thing I wanted to say, but I can't be remembering it in my brain. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get right into the bottom fourth string. No, we're not doing that. We're doing the John Petrucci Bite of the Mosquito style exercise from at 100 beats per minute, not from the first to 16th fret. That's the next exercise. Yay! Let's go. Okay, I had a couple mistakes in there, but I have to stop and say that I'm impressed with myself because those are, if you watch the other videos beforehand, those are the cleanest slides that I've done. So sliding from that fourth to the fifth and from the fifth back to the fourth, those are the cleanest that I've ever done. So A+ for me. I wish I had like stickers to give myself to say I did a good job because, makes me feel good. Anyway, let's get right into the alternate sweep picking exercise. Alternate spider picking exercise from the first to the 16th fret at 100 beats per minute. I will tune my guitar periodically. If you guys hear it going out of tune again, I apologize. I will tune it periodically. I've kept the guitar tuner open, so that seemed to be an issue yesterday, and I'm very glad somebody pointed that out to me so that we can sound good when we're playing. Very important thing. Yeah, that sounds really flat right there. All right, we're going to try that again a little bit later. Let's get right into the, when I say try again, I mean retune it a little bit later. Let's get right into the chromatic tapping from the 1st to the 16th fret at 100 beats per minute. If you are just joining the session, welcome. And I have not looked at the chat yet for this time being, so I apologize if you've been writing comments. I look at those at the when I toggle back. So let's go. All right, this next exercise, I'm going to start this at 70 beats per minute. Like I said before, I'm working on this sort of economy picking sort of situation here, so that we don't always have to focus on doing the sweep picking exercises, as I promised and I've said before, and I'll say it again. One of the problems that I've been having is that we're working on a lot of sweep picking exercises, and they're great. However, we need to work on other picking styles too. So I'm going to kind of weave this one in. So this is one I've kind of developed myself. I believe I'm the only one that's invented it, but the guitar's been around for a really long time. So I'm sure somebody's invented this before I have, for sure. But this is an exercise that I believe in my mind that I've come up with. But again, I doubt that that's true. So I just noodle around on something and figure out an exercise that somebody created like 100 years ago or something. 200. So anyway, we're going to do this set. I'm going to put the tempo up 70 beats per minute. What you're going to do is you're going to pick each string individually, but one time. And on the first string, the E string, you're going to pick it once and then go. Let me see if we can tune this up. Pick once and then hit the hammer on with the index and then the middle finger, and then do that with the same string after that. And you're going to do that in a pattern of triplets. So it's going to sound like this. Now, when you get to the top B string, you're going to move up to the second string, and you're going to do the same thing and go back. Then you're going to go back and do that again. So it's going to sound like this. And then when you go back down for the second time, you're going to switch between your index and your middle finger. You're going to go. Then you're going to go back down, do the same thing with your index finger and your pinky. So it's going to sound like this. And then you're going to do each one of those twice, and we're going to do those at 3 different tempos. We're going to start at 70 beats per minute just to see how it is. We're going to try to do it at 80 and then 90 beats per minute, just because I've never done this exercise using a metronome. I've just been playing around with it. And part of it because it came from this song. Well, part of the reason I learned it is because there's a song from The Used called "Pretty Handsome Awkward." I don't know if you guys are a fan of The Used, but like at the end of the song, it just sounds like this. And it's like, but again, he's in drop D. I'm in regular E tuning. That's why it doesn't sound good. But that's the pattern is the same. And so it sounded cool, and I was like, well, why don't we do that? It's kind of an economy picking technique, so that sounds fun. Let's try this at 70 beats per minute. So we're going to do it this slow. Now we're going to do it 80 beats per minute and then 90 beats per minute. We're just going to keep pushing the tempo like that. We're going to switch this exercise interchangeably with the sweep picking exercises because I want to get good at sweep picking exercises, but I also want to implement different picking techniques as well too. So as well, I don't need to say as well too because that's redundancy. Now we're going to do the same thing at 90 beats per minute. You might be saying, oh, well, we have it. Okay. We have it at 70 and 80 beats per minute. It sounded good at both those tempos. Okay. Now we have a starting off point. Okay. So at the very least, we know that we have to start at 80 beats per minute as opposed to 70 because the idea is playing it perfectly. And we obviously know that we can do that at 70 beats per minute. Again, if you can't do it that quickly, you got to take the tempo down or play it in half time. So let's go at 90 beats per minute and see how we do there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that we've finished up that exercise, like I said before, we did the economy picking exercise today as opposed to the sweep picking exercises. We're going to go back to the D major scale. The D major scale at 105 beats per minute, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to do that D major and the D sharp E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Then we're going to take the tempo Dionanda to 100 beats per minute. And then we're going to get right into the D minor pentatonic equivalents. We're going to do the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, and the D minor pentatonic scale in reverse order. Because that's how my brain wants to work today, guys. If you haven't joined the channel today, go ahead and thank you so much for joining me. Can you play Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran? I don't do requests on this, but I should be honest with you. I don't listen to Ed Sheeran, so I could not name, except for The Shape of Me, I could not name you one Ed Sheeran song. That is a true story. I apologize. I don't do, this is a practice session, my guy. I hope that's not too much, but I thank you for, your question. And again, yeah, let's get ready to work, guys. We're doing the D major scale at 105 beats per minute, starting in first position. back to this thing. I go back to the tuner. Give me a second here, guys. I'm going to turn off this metronome, and I'm going to go back to the tuner. I've been dealing with some issues, and I think a lot of them are related to the fact that I do need to change my strings. I was worried about it because I've only got one set of strings left, and that's scary. So give me a second here. I'm going to go back to retuning my guitar. I'm going to do this periodically because the person who made this recommendation yesterday is right. All right, I'm going to keep doing that. I do have a metronome. I do have, well, that just completely switched pages. My bad. These do not play the commercial. I have skipped back to the main page. And it's going to play commercial. I mean, this is stupid. YouTube is stupid sometimes with these commercials. Just kidding. Love you, YouTube. Love you, YouTube. You're the best. So now we have this queued up again in case we have to retune the guitar, which is clearly going to be the theme of today. I apologize. There will be probably a 30-second to 1-minute pause every so often because I've got to work on doing this. Now we're going to the D major scale, followed by the D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute, guys. Let's get going. Get your guitars out. Let's go. Second position, D major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go, guys. Fifth position, D major scale, 105 beats per minute, guys. Let's go. last two strings here. All right. Sixth position, D major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Let's see. Sixth position, let's go. I'm just gonna have to watch out for that bottom E string. I just got to replace it because it just keeps going. It's not going out of whack. It just needs to be replaced. Seventh position, D major scale, 105 beats per minute. Let's go, guys. And finally, the eighth position, or the octave position of the D major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. All right, let's get right into the D sharp E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Thank you for following along at home. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and like and comment and subscribe to the channel. Saying, let's go. Let's get to work, guys. First position, D sharp E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. There we go. There we go. Second position, D sharp E flat major scale, guys, at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. position, D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D sharp, E flat major scale, guys, at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Sorry, guys, I got to put this on pause for a second because I've got a family member calling me real quick. Hey, girl, I'm live streaming. Can I call you back? I'm live streaming. Can I call you back? You okay? Yeah. I can call you in a couple hours. Love you. Bye. Anyway, as I tell everyone, I don't care what you're doing. If your family calls, you answer the call. That's one rule. It's not negotiable for me personally. I tell everybody to do that. If your family calls, you got something important. As long as it's not that important, you never know what happens. Got to answer the call when your family calls. Anyway, where were we? Fifth position. Let me just do this one. Sixth position, D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Seventh position, D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Yeah, it's clearly my strings. I just need to replace them. So some of them are going to go a little bit flat. Some of them are going to go, really mostly flat. It's going to, the tension of the string is not as tight as it should be. I just got to replace those tomorrow. So I apologize for it going out of tune, guys. I'm going to continue to tune it today. It's going to be really annoying, but I apologize. Tomorrow that problem should be fixed because I will hopefully have my pack of strings on here tomorrow. Okay. Eighth position, or the octave position of the D sharp, E flat major scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. Yeah, it's really flagrant. It's really evident. It's really obvious. So I really apologize. At least during the live stream today, there's not a whole lot I can do. I just changed the strings for tomorrow, and hopefully there'll be a better situation. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get right to it. I don't know. I was playing that without the metronome. Uh-oh. My bad. I forgot to turn on the metronome, guys. My bad. That's okay. Well, we're done with that exercise anyway. If I forget to put on the metronome or something sounds weird, don't hesitate to type it in the chat. Metronome's off. Yeah, let me get right into the minor pentatonics. We're at 100 beats per minute. Again, if you have to do it slower than that, then do it more slowly than that. And we are doing the D sharp, D minor pentatonic scale, and we're following that up with D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale, guys. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Minor pentatonic scale, certainly. Second position, D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fourth position, D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. I gotta do this real quick. That is annoying. My bad. All right, let's get right into the, let's see where we're. There we go. Fifth position, D minor pentatonic scale at 105 beats per minute. Let's go. You can hear the bottom E string is like a few cents flat. It just keeps going out of tune. It's just because the string's old. It's losing tension. Anyway, it's slipping in tension. Let's get right into the fifth position of the D minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Now that we finished with that, we're going to go right into the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scales. Before we do find the note and then the chords. Chords today are my favorite ones because they're easy to do. Easy meaning the position changes are not, but like you don't have to change too much to remember them, and they are the augmented and diminished chords. So that part's going to be not fun because learning chords, everybody knows learning chords sucks, but you know, it's a part of the process. Let's get right into the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute, guys. Let's go. Well, if I can figure out which position we're starting in, that would be great. Let's go into the second position of the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Third position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Nope. Do that a second time for good measure. Anyway, fourth position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Fifth position, D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute, guys. Let's go. Sixth position of the octave position of the D sharp, E flat minor pentatonic scale at 100 beats per minute. Let's go. Again, I apologize for the E string going out of tune. It is because it's an old string. These strings are, technically I should be changing strings probably once every 4 to 6 weeks. But because your boy poor, okay, I have to change these every couple of months. So I've only got one pack of strings left and I was really holding on to it. But it is sounding like today is going to be the day I'm going to have to change them because I cannot continue this practice we're hearing. It's only a few cents, like 1 or 2 cents flat in the beginning because I don't have an ear that's that precise. I do have these, but it's not, this one doesn't work. It's broken for some reason. And yeah, I don't have an ear that's precise. I don't know anybody on planet Earth that has an ear that precise, but it's too much. I can, like, once you move up the fretboard, it gets a few more cents flat, and a few more cents flat, a few more cents flat. Pretty soon it's almost, I would say 25 cents, 30 cents flat. And that's such a dissonance. it's such a difference between the different sound or different frequencies. It's not even, it's almost not the same note. It's basically not the same note. Okay. We're going to get right into the find the note, which is usually the fun part. Well, not fun. Fun parts afterwards. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to play find the note, find the D note. That's what we're going to do. Find the D all across the fretboard as of right now when we're playing the game called Find the Note, which was an exercise recommended by Joe Satriani, a very famous guitar player. Once we finish that exercise, we're going to go right into the chords. Okay? And the idea is, well, at least right now, we're going to find only the natural notes from now until the end of the year. We might get into sharps and flats starting in January or February of next year. I haven't decided. We gonna get, okay? We're not going to get got. We gonna get. So let's go. If you were here yesterday, you know that the D note is on the bottom E string. It's on 10 and 22. Again, it should be 10 and 22 on the top E string too. Okay, it's a little flat. I just tuned it right there, and it's still falling out of. Well, we're at 10 and 22. Let's keep it going. So frets 10 and 22 on the bottom E string as well. Again, if you add 12 to any of the fret numbers below the 12th fret, you get its octave position on the neck. So or above the 12th position. So 10, if you add 12 to 10, you get 22. That's why you have 10 and 22, and those are the octave positions or octave notes for the root note, which is D. On the A string, it's the same way. So we're on 5. You add 12 to that, you get 17. That's how you find this octave position. That's frets 12 and 17. Now we're back to frets 10 and 22. Frets 10 and 22 on the bottom E string. Now frets 10 and 22 on the top E string. Now on the B string, we are back to 3. Frets 3 and 15 on the bottom E string. On the B string, my bad. And back to 10 and 22 on the bottom E string. Then we're back to 5 and 17 on the A string. Again, you add 12 to 5 and you get 17. Okay, that's how you find its octave position. Then when we go to the D string, it's already in D, so we consider that 0. So when you add 12 to 0, you get 12. That's why you play open and 12 on the D string. And that same rule applies to all the other strings as well. You add 12 to any note or any fret below the 12th fret, you find its octave position above the 12th fret. 5 and 17 on the A string, frets 5 and 17 on the A string. If that's confusing to y'all, I'd be more than happy to explain it in other terms if I can. So just comment that in the section if you're not understanding it. It's for me, it's pretty simple, so I don't know how I can explain that further. But in the event that you need a further explanation, always ask. Now back to 10 and 22 on the bottom E string. Now back to 10 and 22 on the top E string. Then back to 3 and 15 on the B string. And back when you go to the G string, we're at 7 and 19. Again, you had 7 to 19. I'm sorry. You had 12 to 17 and you get 19. My brain got a little confused. My big brain got a little confused, guys. My bad. And we're at open and 12 on the D string. Now back to 5 and 17 on the bottom on the A string. My bad. And we're going to finish up with 10 and 22 on the bottom E string. And I really like doing this. I don't know why. When I end the exercise, I just go. It's a long way up. We're going to get right into the chords, guys. Right into the chords. We're doing the yesterday we did the sevenths and the sevenths and the minor seventh chords. So today we're doing the D diminished, D augmented chords, and we're following that up with the D sharp, E flat diminished, followed by the D sharp, E flat augmented. Chords, we're doing the bottom, the melody chords, the rhythm chords, the inside chords, the bottom 4 string chords, and the rhythm chords. Let's see, melody chords, inside chords, rhythm chords, and then bottom 4 string chords. If you don't have a book, or if you don't have, I recommend everyone to purchase a chord book. You should have a scale book too. If you're a musician, there are certain books you should have to have. I don't care if it's piano. I'm not making a recommendation for which book you should get. Obviously, this is a Mel Bay book. I use Guitar Grimoire for my scales. I'm not telling you what you should and shouldn't buy, but I'm saying there are certain books you should have. Having a chord book, having a scale book, and having a biblical, not biblical, but like a encyclopedia of exercises that one should have as far as training exercises, like a book, like a massive book. Everyone should have these things on hand. It should be a paper copy. I've done that with trumpet. I know other people have done it with their other instruments, and I do it with guitar too. So these are the chords we're doing. If you don't have this or you can't find a website real quick, hopefully maybe you can see some of these things and some of that. And then the other 4 chords, let me see, should you diminish ones, and then, yeah. So basically they're all the same. Let me see if I can turn this on the back page so you can see the bottom 4 string chords. And then I will show you the E sharp, D flat diminished chords once we get to those, okay? So thank you for following along, guys. I hope you will comment, like, and subscribe to my channel because your boy need help, okay? This internet money ain't gonna make itself. You know what I'm saying? I wish it did. Then I wouldn't have to panhandle. It's really weird. I don't know if you guys have done this on the internet, but like, it's really weird. It's a weird process. It's weird. You're in a room talking by yourself. Your neighbors all think you're crazy and you're just playing guitar. You're doing practice guitar things, and people are like, wow, that person's an insane person. Whatever. Anyway, at least we're being productive, right? Let's start with these D diminished chords, guys, and let's get it going. Again, I don't have the metronome on for this because the idea isn't to learn these to a metronome. The idea is to increase our comfortability moving in and out between different chords, okay? That's all we're doing right now. That's all we're learning, just memorizing the chords and being comfortable getting the dexterity in our hands and in our fingers to get from one chord to another chord at different positions on the fretboard, okay? I have another exercise in mind that we'll do that will hopefully make us better at that, but we'll talk about that later. It involves basically you're playing a backing track, and instead of improving, you're just playing chords in different positions. And we'll go over that at a certain point, but it's a fun thing that I tried yesterday, so. I love these chords because these are the Scooby-Doo chords. No, it's just. Again. If I can get to it. Again, just for the record, this is why I call them Scooby-Doo chords. If you've ever watched Scooby-Doo before, I'm just going to run through this real quick because it's funny to me. It sounds like this. Whenever he's like, there's like a change in scenery or something, or change in like, I guess, scene, you'd hear this. It's the dopest thing. I did that. 2 people left. Anyway. I'm sad. Anyway, let's get right to it, guys. Inside chords. Let's go. this one is. Now the rhythm chords. These are the D diminished rhythm chords, guys. Let's get it going full steam. It's a Beastie Boys reference, in case anyone cares. One more again. One more again. Let's get right into these bottom 4 string chords before we get right into the augmented chords. Let's go. It doesn't sound right at all because it's not. Oh, that's why. It's this. There we go. Let's go again. One more again. Let's go again. Back down. One more time. And then we end on this one. And now my favorite ones are the augmented chords because the shapes are identical, okay? Speaking of Ed Sheeran, Shape of You. It's the only song I think I know from him. He's a very famous artist. I just don't listen to his music. His music is not for me. It's not it's just not calibrated towards I'm not his target audience. I'm just not. All right, now we finished up those melody chords. The inside chords are practically identical, okay? So these are the D augmented chords, and for the D sharp, E flat augmented chords, it's going to be similar. When you're doing that chord shape, this is what it looks like right here. So you got your index finger on these 2 fingers on the B and the G string, and then you have your ring finger on the D string and your middle finger on the D string and your ring finger on the A string. Okay, and you're just going to add your pinky for the rhythm chords, and then for the bottom 4 string chords, instead of having that barred off on the B and the G string, you're going to lift your finger off the B string and play it like that, in case you were wondering. So let's get right to it, guys, okay? Okay, let's get after it, guys. So where are we here? Let's start with the inside chords. We're doing the D major inside chords. Let's go. So it's now let's get right into the bar chords. Again, bar chords, the rhythm chords. You just add the pinky. Keep everything the same, but you just add the pinky to the bottom E string. And so you got this. Now for the bottom 4 string chords, identical. But instead of barring off the G and the B string with your index finger, you're going to lift that string, your index finger up and only play the G. Okay, so it's going to sound like this. Gotta be really careful when I'm bending these strings, though, at least right now, because I don't have a new set of strings on, and these things keep going out of whack. I've had to retune my guitar 4 times during the session, at least. So I apologize for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's Sweet Brown. Sweet Brown is her name? No, I'm kidding. Is it Sweet Brown? I don't remember. There's an auto-tune in the news. There's one woman who was like, ain't nobody got time for that. It's hilarious. It was hilarious. Let's finish up with these diminished chords, guys. We're almost done with the chords. Then we can do the fun stuff, the lick of the weeks, the watching me and judging me on the rest of the stuff. So let's go. I gotta be really careful when I'm bending these strings, at least right now, because like it is killing me to continue to retune this guitar because I gotta put on new strings tomorrow. Let's go again, light. One last again. get right to these inside chords. These are the E sharp, the D sharp, E flat diminished chords. We're doing the inside chords. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What's up, guy? What's good, my guy? I've been retuning my guitar like constantly. The issue is that like, yeah, we're doing the diminished chords today, dog. I've been retuning my guitar. Took your advice. Well, I got to restring my guitar, but there have been some issues with just the fact my strings are a little too old, and that's why it keeps going out of whack. If you hear it go out of whack again today, I apologize. I'm going to continue to keep trying to tune it. I've already tuned it 3 times today, so I'm just going to tune it to itself. And then tomorrow, I promise I'm going to put on some new strings. Diminished, yeah. Somebody asked me to play earlier a song from Ed Sheeran. This isn't really important, but somebody asked me to play a song from Ed Sheeran. And I never play songs on this except for cover songs that I'm actually working on. And I thought about it, and I was like, I don't think I know any Ed Sheeran songs. Is that crazy? Am I the only person that doesn't know any? Oh, except for Shape of You. I think that's the only song I know from him. And I'm sure there may be others, but I don't know him at all. I know what he looks like. And he's funny, but don't listen to him. These are the inside chords. Let's go. I don't know any Ed Sheeran songs. I remember Shape of You, and I just remember it because he was on a talk show talking about it at one point. And outside of that, I don't listen to the guy. Not that he's terrible. He's not my demographic. Yeah, it's true, man. I don't know. Last time, guys, let's go. Let's get right to the diminished chords, the E flat, D sharp, E flat, diminished chords, guys. Let's get it going. If I can figure out where they are on that fretboard. On this fretboard. Let's go again. One more again. Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. I heard somebody say this, and I think this was just in a band, but in a band, the bandmates were making fun of the bassist, and they were like, the only what's better than a bassist? And somebody said like a key player's left hand, because it's like basically the same thing. So I don't know if that's a funny joke. I'm not a bass player, but I'm sure it is mildly offensive, but they were friends, so you know, it happens. Anyway, that's really cool that you're teaching people other stuff about music, dude. I love it. I love it. Yeah, but those are the same people, and I'll put this out there. These are the same people who say bassists aren't, you know, can I say ain't shit? They say bassists ain't shit. Have you heard Thundercat? That guy's incredible. If you guys have not listened to Thundercat, you need to go get any of his albums. The guy's the most incredible bass player of all time. I love him. He's the best. He's the best. They really are. But they're everything. People don't understand how important basses are. Like, they really are. They accentuate stuff. They give you a feel. They give you, they set a vibe. I don't know how to describe it. Thundercat is my dude. Okay? If you don't listen to him, you need to go download his stuff right now. It is some groovy shit. For real. He's awesome. Let's get right to these bottom 4-string chords, guys. Let's go again. One more time. All right, we're gonna get right to the D sharp, E flat augmented chords. Yeah, real quick. Dude, I love the bass. I don't care what people say. Like every instrument in an ensemble has its importance. Some people like different instruments. Some people like drummers better or like drums better than they like guitar. I will talk shit all day about my guitar and being guitar's better than drums, but they all have their point. They all have their place. Like I don't know how to describe it. It's the ensemble. You can't. There's certain things you can't do one without the other. You have to have some bass in your music. You have to have the guitar, the rhythm lines, maybe not some soloing, but you do need that. You also need the drums to keep the tempo. So you know, it is what it is. I think every instrument has its place, but this place is about guitar. So let's get right to it, guys. You see how I brought that back? Circle of life. Let's get right into these melody chords right here. We're doing the D sharp, E flat augmented chords. And then we're going to get to licks of the week saying, let's go. Us three. Now we're going to get right into the inside chords. We're going to do inside the rhythm chords and bottom 4-string chords because the shapes are identical. Okay? The difference is, like I said before, and I'll say it again. Okay? Inside chords are you have your B and G string barred off with your index finger. Then you have your ring finger, your middle finger, and then your index finger. Or your middle finger and then your ring finger. And then when you get to the rhythm chords, you keep all these down except for you're just going to add your pinky to the bottom to the E string right here. And then when you are doing the bottom 4-string chords, you lift up that index finger and instead of barring off the G and the B, you just play the G. Okay? It is that simple. Okay? Let's get right to it. We're starting with the inside chords. And so again, we don't need the pinky as of right now. So let's go. That's what it should sound like. Now the rhythm chords. This is what they should sound like when you add the index finger, okay, or the pinky finger. My bad. It should sound like this. Now the bottom 4-string chords where you just lift up that, instead of barring off the G and the B, you're going to lift your finger off the B string and just hold down the G string with your, I heard it, with my index finger, or with your index finger, obviously. It does look cool, man. Let's go right into these bottom 4-string chords, and then we're done, guys. I don't have a whammy bar. I think it was taken from me. So I really like when you see me doing this with my hand, like I'll go like this with it. I'll chop. I'm from Atlanta, so you know I do the tomahawk chop. For those of you who understand the Braves, so you'll see me do that, and it's just for the effect of doing that. You can do it at the top, the headstock too. So like you play a note, so you can go. You can do it at the top of the headstock, but it's just more fun to do it at the bass because it's easier, and you can do more strings. So. I guess you can do more strings. Switch hands. It's kind of like playing keyboard and switching over with the hands. Yes, if you want to. Anyway, we finished with the chords. Let's get right to it. Yeah. Right to the lick of the week guy. My guys, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who else is in the chat. But thank you for joining me today. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. It is the freest and easiest way to help me keep growing this thing. I'm always going to continue to show my practice sessions. I want people to join me. I want people to get better. I want us to get better as a collective. So I'm going to always do that. It will always change. Earlier today, we did instead of doing sweep picking patterns today, we did a new exercise that I want to say I came up with, but I doubt that I came up with it, but it's something I thought of. And I doubt that I'm the first person individually to have this thought. It's an economy picking exercise. And economy picking is basically where you alternate between hammer-ons and pull-offs and what do you call it? Hammer-ons and pull-offs and picking. So it sounds like this. Like it was from the song that I was listening to that made me think of creating an exercise like this. Was a song called Pretty Handsome Awkward from The Used. The Used is one of my favorite hardcore bands of all time. I grew up with them, like listening to them. They're like one of my favorite bands. Anyway, there's one song called Pretty Handsome Awkward where they were going like this. Well, I'll do it slowly. So it's like, but it was in a different key. It was in drop D, so it sounded like this. So, and the exercise we're going to do, the sweep picking of the economy picking exercise is based off of that. So it's basically you go. And then you switch, you go back and you do this, your index finger and your ring finger. So it sounds like this. You go back down, you do the same thing with your pinky and your index finger. And you start the exercise over again at a different tempo. Anyway, for those of you who wanted to see that weren't here earlier, that's what it is, okay? So we're going to start with Antonio Alfonso or Alfonso or Antonio Vezzario's song, The Lick of the Week. Again, we know this kind of. We're going to play it up and down the fretboard a little bit today. All right. So again, I put the link in the chat. So if you want to check that out, you can. Again, so it sounds like this. Then we're going to move it up. Again. It's important to memorize these up and down the fretboard, guys, because we need to make sure that we have these not only in our back pockets, that we have them at our disposition whenever the key change happens, whenever we're going from D to E or from E sharp to F, whatever. If you understand how to make those little changes, just literally by subtracting 1 or adding 1 or subtracting 2 or adding 2 to those, or any other number, any combination of numbers to those to get to the other scale, get to other key signature, you can do so, okay? Easily. And you should be able to have these in your back pocket, so. Now the original key. Now we can go lower if we want to, so. Got lost there. Now the second lick of the week is from Mellow Days Music. Again, it's posted into the chat section, guys. So if you all want to check this out, let's get right to it. You know what I mean? We're not at 100 beats per minute. I just left it on this tempo because we were doing exercises at the tempo earlier. So 70 beats per minute. We're going to continue to work on this with Mellow Days Music. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. We're going to keep pushing forward, keep working on these exercises. If you haven't done so already, if you could like, comment, subscribe, follow me on YouTube and any of my platforms. That's very helpful to the channel. I'm thankful that you guys are here today. Let's get to it. All right, well, I get it. Before I start noodling around on my guitar aimlessly again, we're going to write to the ABC Polyphia riff, guys. Again, I'm still working on this, still trying to get better at it, still trying to do it, still trying to kill it. As frustrating as this is a song I've been desperately trying to get finished with at the end of this last month. It is now the beginning of August, and I'm still not ready for it yet because it is a very hard song, and I've been working on it for over a year at this point. Over a year, easily. Still needs work. It's a real big jab to my ego, is considering how much I've worked on this song, like how much it still sucks and still needs work. It's a big jab to my ego. Not that I have one, but my ego deflated, as Tyler the Creator would say. My ego is deflated. 100 beats per minute. We're going to work on the solo a little bit, and then we're going to go right into the improv. Then you can sit on your throne of judgment and judge me for doing a really good job or doing terribly, or, you know, hopefully it'll be not doing a bad job, and it'll be doing a good job, and you like it. Hooray. that is all the time I'm going to have for that particular section of that song today. I would like to play it longer. Yesterday, I went over about 35 minutes because I was talking too damn much throughout the channel. Which is not normally, it's not a bad thing. It's just, when I have a limited schedule. So it's really important that I adhere to that schedule, which is why I always tell people, I should wait to the very end to answer questions. I like talking to y'all. It's fun talking to y'all. It's fun having conversations with people in the chat. It's fun doing this stuff. But no disrespect, sometimes I'm not going to be able to do it because I'm going to, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to have a time crunch, meaning I'm going to only have an hour and a half, maybe an hour and 45 minutes a day to commit to this. So that's why I'm going to save all the questions to the very end. And so I'm going to work on getting this down because we're already almost at an hour and 45 minutes right now. And this is going to be really, I'm going to have to cut some things out, mainly my talking. Because I've been talking so long, and it's funny because people think I think my neighbors legitimately think I might be a crazy person because they just hear me talking by myself all the time. So I don't know, or maybe they think I'm on the phone. It's crazy how like now when people hear them talking, you automatically assume they're on the phone and they're not like talking to themselves like a crazy person. Let me hit this.
Leclerc, bonjour.
Oui, bonjour.
Uh-oh. Commercials. Last song. Let's go. Yeah. Big time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cut this off before it starts playing commercials in our faces. And that reminds me of a song. It's not a song. I don't know if you saw this. This is hilarious to me. There was a story of a musician, and I don't know who was with. It was like a modern musician who was going to see like Prince live in concert, and Michael Jackson was there. And apparently there was tension. I don't know if it was just artistry or industry tension between the two artists, but somebody said that, Prince gets off stage and he's playing the bass. He goes with Michael Jackson. He's like really just all up in his grill. And Michael Jackson turns to the guy. I forgot which guy it was. Was it will.i.am? It was one of those artists nowadays. And he turns to him. He goes, "Why is Prince playing the bass in my face?" That shit is hilarious to me. That's like the quote of the month. Like if I made an album, I would make an album self-titled titled, "Why is Prince playing the bass in my face?" That shit is hilarious. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I don't know if y'all heard that story, but you should look it up. It's really funny. It's still funny to me. I still think it's a great story. For those of you who've not joined the channel before, thank you for joining me today. For those of you who continue to join me and continue to support me, whether it's through financial means or just throwing good vibes my way, whatever it takes, guys. I'm so thankful that you guys are here. I'm thankful that you're helping me continue to grow this thing. I'm going to continue to live stream these practices anyway because I got to get better, and I want you to get better with me. I want us to get better as a collective. And I'm told the people who are the best at the things that they do in life are the best at doing the boring shit, and that's what we're doing, the boring shit, which isn't fun, but at least as a collective we can do it better. I'm going to go over my spiel real quick. This is the end of my session today. I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. This is my channel, and this is what I'm trying to build. The channel is about 4 things, and the first 2 things involve the live stream. The live stream is about, the first thing is practice, and the second thing is about improvisational music. The first thing is about me practicing, you practicing, and us practicing together, so we can obviously get from the intermediate all the way to the virtuoso level of guitar playing, and every step in between, whether that's, well, we're going to be working on warm-ups, chords, scales, chord progressions, chord studies, different finger patterns, different picking patterns, different strumming patterns, as well as licks of the week, and in case I didn't mention it, different cover songs that will help us get to that next level. All those things are in service to the second thing, which is about us getting better at improvisational music. It's about me improving on the live stream, and then you judging that. It's my hope that you will use the available songs that I have in my playlist that I didn't write, obviously, that you will share, that you will work on putting together a video of you making an improv session of your own, or doing an improv thing of your own for 2-3 minutes. You send it to me, and that way we can talk about how you attack the fretboard, how I attack the fretboard, and different influencers that can help us get better to see the fretboard, visualize the fretboard just a little bit differently so we can get a little bit better at it. Those 2 things are both in service to the third thing, which is what the whole channel is about. And although I haven't uploaded anything yet, this is what the whole channel is about. The third thing is about me creating music in Logic Pro X, whether I'm singing, songwriting, or writing guitar parts for it, creating the best music I possibly can in Logic Pro X to put out the best music I possibly can for myself. Obviously, 100% of the stuff that I'm putting out is stuff that I'm going to be putting out to help me get better. Obviously, everything that I do is for me to get better. Every day that I'm here, I'm trying to do something to get better. So obviously, that's going to be the same thing with the Logic Pro X songs that I put out. 90% of the music will be music I'm creating for myself personally. And the other 10% was split into 2 parts that I'm creating music for other artists, individual artists who asked me to create instrumentals for them, and for musical scores that people are asking me for to make that they need to use for the short films. Because I work with a bunch of people who work with short films, and I would love, and obviously always love, to make music for them. Number 4, basically, when people don't watch the live stream turns into me sort of as a where I've been, where I am, and where I'm trying to go sort of video log. But when I get comments like I have today, and I've had for the last 2 weeks or so, I get comments in real time about things I can do that are free, obviously of cost, that will help me change it, or help me increase do better things on the channel, like whether it comes from the structure, like maybe if I do the warm-up here as opposed to here, or if I do the scales here as opposed to here, or if I maybe add a different lighting, which I can't really do because I don't have a lot of lights. But you know what I'm saying? If the things that are free and easy to do, and changes that I would necessarily need to make that will help out the channel, when I see those in a live stream, they're easy fixes that I can make right away. Okay, and obviously things that require financial, the financial element of it are not things I can do right away, because the channel has not received any sort of advertiser-driven revenue purgatory. I did, however, get my first donation to the channel, which I will talk about that forever. This individual, Groovy Chew, this is the first person. He's a part of my story now, and it's so great to me because like nobody's ever done that before. Like it's such a big fucking deal to me. Like I could not tell you otherwise. It's such a big deal, so I'm thankful for that. The second thing I ask people to do, as I said before, the channel is not. I do not receive advertiser-driven revenue. I'm not a part of the YouTube partnership program, which is what I'm trying to do because I want the channel to be as free for you, as free for me as I'm already trying to make for you as possible. Which means, at the very least, I want the channel to be net zero, where it's at no cost to you whatsoever and no cost to me whatsoever. But during this period of advertiser-driven revenue purgatory in which I'm currently sitting, and the fact that I'm not with the YouTube partnership program, nor am I with the Amazon affiliate program, I have to ask people to give donations to the channel. If you are capable of giving a donation of even just €1 to the channel, you can donate €1 or more to the channel on my coffee link. That's ko-fi.com/Muzzy McGee. Should you do so? Should you want to do so? Okay. Again, you don't have to, but it's very helpful to the channel. And I'm very grateful for everything that I get, even the time that you're spending on the channel. The second thing I ask people to do is, if you want to get involved in the channel from a financial perspective, but you don't really want to hand me money personally or send me money personally, I get that. You can get involved in the Amazon, the cryptocurrency refer a friend program that I have. I have 4 links to 4 different centralized cryptocurrency exchange platforms on which I have been trading for the last 6.5 years of my life. 7 for some of them. And if you want to get involved in that and you want to help out with the channel at the same time, when you use my referral links to sign up for any of those channels, you will get perks and benefits that will be exponentially larger than that of which you would get if you signed up by yourself. Signing up for these cryptocurrency websites will enable you to, when you purchase $50 worth of cryptocurrency or more, they will offer you perks and benefits. And whatever perks they offer you, they will in turn offer me, and by extension, this channel. So if they offer you $20 cash back, they'll offer me $20 cash back. If they offer you $100 off of trading fees, they'll offer me the same thing. And because I'm using 15 to 20% of my total gains up to $100 to reinvest back in the channel next year, that's how it helps out with the channel. And lastly, if you really want to help out with the channel in the freest way possible, the best way to do so is to subscribe to me across all platforms. So whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or TikTok, whether I'm active on those platforms or not as active on those platforms, subscribing to me across those platforms, including YouTube, obviously, will inevitably help me grow my YouTube channel. And help me grow my YouTube channel will inevitably help me grow those other accounts. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time today. I will see you again tomorrow and the day after and the day after. I've been here for 478, I believe, consecutive sessions. It is my goal to continue doing this. It's my goal to continue to try to find ways to fundraise without having to panhandle for the public, so I can make this channel as free for me as I'm already trying to make for you as possible. And it's my hope that we can do that very soon. Again, ladies and gentlemen, I go by the name of Muzzy McGee. This is my channel. This is what I'm trying to build, and this is what I'm trying to do. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to continue to build this channel brick by brick, but with your help, we can do it more quickly. Okay, love you. Bye. Love you. Bye. Okay, bye. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.